And the Rainbow Warriors will kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Might be calling a hot route. Finding open areas. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Clark. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. They'll move the tight end. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
At the 1-yard line. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Quarterback making checks. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This defense is giving up yards, but a chance to make a stop on this opening drive on 3rd and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Got his man out of the backfield. And it's in for a touchdown.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Hawaii offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Do the show. Right. Set.
Defense playing a bail technique. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention for the Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
The Rainbow Warriors come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Got enough for the first. Got room at the 35. He's loose. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawaii.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on the extra point. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And now this offense will take the field again. From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking to fire. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And here comes the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
The Hawaii offense returns to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Using his feet to buy time. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Davis looking to pass. He uncorks one deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Look to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to scramble. He's not afraid to go deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
2nd down coming up.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. Is 2nd and 14. Back to the ground game on the left. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
Number 25.
That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Jacksonville State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And that's a missed opportunity. I mean, he had him open. He could have thrown that football maybe with just a little bit more touch. He had plenty of mustard on it. You could see he threw a bullet. But sometimes when those guys are wide open, you see quarterbacks they try to aim it a little bit too much, and it'll come up short.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Complete in the middle. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The sure hands, it's Clark. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Looking downfield on first down. Pucks it out of the air. There he goes. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15.
Here we go, here we go.
Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to pop the draw. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, you're thinking it might be pass, so the offense goes draw play, trying to fool you, but it didn't work. Defense wasn't tricked. They're able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Looks it into his hands and then waltzes it into the end zone. Touchdown. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The give to the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. He now has 108 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. And the Rainbow Warriors can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Davis will throw. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. All right, guys, let's talk for a second about Hawaii. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
The Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. On target. Breaks into the open. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Out of bounds.
That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
brings up
The big
second down.
fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The RPO, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Quarterback keeper. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And RD, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Davis looking to pass. He's got it. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of Aaron. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Here comes the heat. Looking to the big tight end. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit him right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
This time it's complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just Get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They need a conversion on 3rd and 3 to make the most of that great starting field position. He wants it all. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Looking for more room. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They go to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Hawaii. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation, nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Men will have a shakeup in the Mountain West standings this week. Check this out. Buffalo handled its business today, and given what the week was like in Western New York, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Mountain West, and that certainly held true again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
22 water. 22 water.
He'll start this drive going to the air. He's going for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
It's complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not, and if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short.
Here we go. Set.
From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take another shot here. He's got it along the sideline. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Bringing the heat. Into the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
Extra point here will tie the game. Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We're all locked up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26.
1st and 10.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The play action fake. Going deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit.
First and 10.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. going right to work up top. He's got the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
Out of the gun, the inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Gonna sling it on second down. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
It'll be third and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Going downfield for the big play. Makes the grab on the big throw. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Can't get him to the ground.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Second down, he'll throw it. He rifles one deep down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab on the left. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Snags it. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. They'll go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Rainbow Warriors in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that.
Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Here's the handoff. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Davis will throw. It's complete to the left. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
To the wideout.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
And the Rainbow Warriors are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden, they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to keep it in the air. He makes a grab. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Davis looking to pass. A little release to the back. And he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. A run for the quarterback. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors!
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Minnesota looked less like a pack of Gophers and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in front of its home fans, and today they found a way outside of Huntington Bank Stadium. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Takes the easy completion. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Red pass hits complete. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll move the wide receiver to the air on 2nd down. You caught it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it 1 more yard to get it in. Wide out trying to get it in. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
At the 37-yard
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Davis will throw. Floating away. Trying to make magic with his feet. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Starts to scramble to the left. Unleashes one. Wide open downfield. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Running into the open space. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
The Rainbow Warriors in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Finds his big tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Snap in the shotgun. Looking for the goal line. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get to completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Now on 2nd and goal. Go straight ahead. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Slams ahead. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top.
And here's the deal. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. 4th and goal, which makes a difference to me because I drove the ball down the field. I've had some success. Do I want to stay aggressive here? This offense is down, but has a chance to really put some points on the board and make a little bit of a splash.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Davis looking to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Touchdown, Hawaii! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Oh, those hurt. I mean, you got them backed up. You got them in a 4th down situation. You got the play initially stopped, but playing scrambling quarterbacks, you got to play the 2nd play and the 3rd play because they just keep running around, making things happen, and the QB does a great job on 4th down, getting in the end zone, making the big play.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Here's the pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the fourth down.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Davis will throw. Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third. Turning it on! Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now. I said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Now for the extra point try late in the game. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Auburn is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 18 over Vanderbilt. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This drive will open from the 15. He'll pull it on the read. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Immediately fires to the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Buying some time. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Leaves it with the running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a 1st down.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Brings up second down.
I think on offense here in a 2-minute situation, down a possession, you got to think about taking shots down the field. The quick game, these screens, bubbles, swings, that's not going to work here.
Hey, camper! Camper!
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Throwing right. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is